What's up, everybody? It's Kelsee Briana J here with the products from the long-awaited KKW x Mario collaboration, and I have everything from that launch here to share my thoughts with you guys, as well as do a tutorial on the look that you see here. I did my eyes and my lips on camera, and all other details are listed down below. Let's jump right into this collection, and I will go over all the details with you guys. So I picked this up from Kim's website directly. As of right now, that is the only place where you can pick up these products or any products from her line. So when I got it, it arrived in this box. I like the detail here. I feel like it's really cute, but this shipped from California, and honestly, I'm a little salty. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like I am the last person in the beauty community to have gotten my KKW stuff, and it hurts me so bad because there's so many videos on this, so I hope that this video is still helpful for anybody out there. But all of these products are currently sold out on her website right now, but I am sure that they are going to be doing a restock. So on the website, there's different options in case you don't want to get everything. I purchased the bundle, so in the bundle you get the eyeshadow palette, both of the glosses and the lipstick for $85, which is at a discounted rate, versus if you had bought everything individually, it comes out to $101. But here's the kicker: you have to pay $10 for shipping. I think it was like $9.95, and I was like, so that little discount, it comes in handy, so you end up saving about $6. And what I didn't like about it is that it's $10 for shipping, and it was not expedited. It took forever for me to get my stuff. Like I said, I feel like I'm the last person to have gotten my products. So this launched on April 5th, and I got mine April 12th. That doesn't sound like a very long time, but when everybody is rolling out their content and you don't have your stuff, it is like eternity. In the bundle, like I said, there is the eyeshadow palette. Here's the packaging for the eyeshadow palette. Very sleek. It is that really light gray, heather gray, and it says KKW x Mario eyeshadow palette. And there are 10 different eyeshadows in this palette, and in each eyeshadow there's 0.06 ounces or 1.7 grams of product. This eyeshadow palette by itself retails for $45 if you do not purchase it in the bundle. So here is the palette. The actual palette matches the outside packaging. We open it up, here are the colors. They're arranged really beautifully in the palette. I am a fan of that. And then on the back there are the names of the actual eyeshadows, and the names of the eyeshadows on the back are backwards. I hate when they do that. So if you're looking at this eyeshadow right here, the name of the eyeshadow is all the way over here, so it can be confusing, especially when you're doing tutorials, so just keep that in mind. But this palette does have a mirror. It is pretty lightweight, and I do think that the packaging is sturdy, so I'm not worried about it breaking. But the colors in here are really pretty. I like the organization of it. It's more so of a warm toned eyeshadow palette with your neutral basics, and then you have a pop of color here, and then you have this sultry cranberry color. But if you really take these colors out, you're left with the majority neutral eyeshadow palette. But I think that the formulation of this eyeshadow palette is decent. I found that the colors that I used weren't consistent overall. I do feel like these colors, the matte eyeshadows, were a little bit more powdery. A few of the shimmers are better than the other shimmers, and I do feel like a few of the mattes are better than the other mattes. I used this color 2008. That is the year that Mario and Kim first met. This color was a little bit chunkier, harder to build up. It wasn't really giving me full opacity. I had to go over it several times on my inner corner, but it did work well, especially when I accidentally got a little bit of a tear from my eye on it. Kind of activated it into being more metallic. I would recommend for you to use these eyeshadows with some sort of extra adhesive or like some type of hydration, just to make it more metallic and make it pop a little bit more. But this eyeshadow Glam applied beautifully. It's like, if you're familiar with MAC Cosmetics Wood Winked, it's like Wood Winked to the next level. So I really enjoyed this one. In this color, Loyalty, I feel like that one applied very well. That one was very opaque. It was rich. It looks exactly like how it looks in the pan. But then when we go down here to this color, the color Beiges, I feel like this color was very hard to build up, and it really never gave me the true color satisfaction that I was totally looking for. So overall, I would say I think that this palette is just okay. It's not giving me life. It's not a bad palette. And if you're a fan of Kim Kardashian and Mario, which I'm totally a big fan of them, I would get it for collector's purposes because it is still a functional palette. You still can create beautiful looks from it, but you are going to have to do a little bit more work because these colors aren't as saturated as I particularly want them to be. Next, let's let's talk about the cream lipstick. Again, this lipstick retails for $20 by itself, and this is the packaging. It's a clear container. I don't like the packaging of the lipstick. I feel like it's not secure, so I do feel like that this lipstick is going to go bad a lot faster. My top, it goes down, but it doesn't really stay down. It just doesn't completely snap. And then when you roll it up, here's the lipstick color. Beautiful color. I love colors like this, especially on my complexion, especially for springtime. And the consistency of this lipstick is good. The pigmentation of this lipstick is good. I'm not a fan of the smell. If you guys watch my channel, you know that I'm a big smell person. Like, I smell every single thing, even when I do it unintentionally. I feel like this is a mix between like cherry-ish, flowers, and like almost plasticky. So it's not overwhelming once I've had it on. Like, I don't taste it. It doesn't smell rancid to me. It just has a bit of a, I don't know, a peculiar smell to me. I don't know. It's okay, but I do like the color and consistency of it. And then we have two of the glosses. These retail for $18 individually, and they are in the colors Juicy and Super Nude, and there's 0.12 ounces of product or 3.5 grams of product in each. Like the lipstick, the glosses don't have any writing on them, so if I didn't know that I had gotten these from Kim Kardashian's collection, there's no way to tell besides looking at the bottom, because it doesn't have any type of logo or emblem on them. It doesn't feel as flimsy as the lipstick goes. It is definitely a lot heavier. And of the two colors, definitely Super Nude is my favorite. I have that one on right now. I really am a big fan of the color selection for the lip products. The formulation of this lipstick is nice to me. It is a thicker gloss, so I know a lot of people are like, I don't like thick glosses. If you don't like thick glosses, that is 100% what these are. I like that because I do feel like that they last a lot longer. But this one is in the color Super Nude, and this one is more so of a beige toned nude. And then this one is in the color Juicy, and this one is more so of the coral toned nude. I wore this one by itself yesterday just to see like how it wore, and I don't like these for wearing them alone because I do feel like that they're thick, but at the same time they're that type formula that if you rub your lips together, you're gonna get those lines of separation. But applying it on top of a lipstick or a lip liner, I feel like it needs a little bit of a base. The formula is really pretty because it's going to give you that nice wet look. So I do like these, and these don't have any scent to them at all. But if I'm going to pick anything from the collection, I would probably say still get the eyeshadow palette, because that is what I think the collector piece is. But if I'm comparing it to the Anastasia and Mario palette, I do feel like that one was better formulated, and I like the color selection in that palette a lot more. So I wouldn't necessarily say you absolutely have to have it, but I wouldn't say absolutely steer clear of that like it's horrible. It's not bad. I respect both of them as far as what Mario has done for the makeup industry, as well as I respect Kim Kardashian for the trend-setting ability that she has over this generation. Say what you want about Kim Kardashian, but the girl knows how to set trends as far as makeup and fashion. I'm going to go ahead and jump into swatches of everything from the collection, and then following swatches, I am going to do a tutorial on this look that you see, my eyes, as well as apply my lips. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. So enjoy and stay tuned. And I'm going to take the color Decade, and right on my lid I'm going to fluff this color all over to set my eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going to take the same brush and the color Miami. I'm going to fluff this above my crease, and this is going to be my transition color. So back and forth, this is applying decently. These two shades aren't as creamy as I thought they were going to be. They're more so of like the traditional powder, but it's going on pretty. This is a drier eyeshadow formula, so I would definitely set my paint pot with my eyeshadow first, just so the eyeshadows aren't grabbing in certain areas. So I'm going to go over it one more time just to make sure that it's fully opaque. And I'm going in swirling motions just to make sure that this color is diffused. Same brush, and I'm going to dip into the color Loyalty. It looks really pigmented on the brush. Right here on my outer corner, I'm just going to tap this color, and I'm not going to take it too far up into the crease. Just right here on this outer V and slightly onto the lid. Oh wow. That color is very, very pigmented, and I'm just going to keep pouncing the brush over it until this color is super opaque. Don't take it too far up into the crease, and then lightly start to diffuse the color into the crease. I did get a little bit of fallout with that one. That's okay. I'm just going to dust that off since my face is already set. So now I'm going to go onto the lid, and I'm going to take my MAC 242 brush. With this brush, I'm going to pick up the color Glam. I'm just going to go in with it dry just to see how it applies. It feels really creamy picking it up. There was really no particles that went into the air when I just tapped my brush, but I'm going to apply this on the lid. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm going to tap that all over the lid because this is just going to be a really simple look. So I'm just tapping this color just to deposit it. I'm going to make sure that I tap it right next to that brown. And when I get to the crease, I'm just going to round this out like so. So like right here, just to create like a faux cut crease. This color is very creamy. I feel like my brown that I applied on the outer corner kind of got lost. 14 brush. I'm going to go in with the color 2008, which is this really pretty frosty color. And I'm going to take that right on the inner tear duct. Pack that color on. This color is taking a minute to build up. I kind of expected it to be like wham, frost. It's a more subtle frosty color than I was expecting. So I'm just going to take the same color and rim it around to my lower inner corner. Same brush, taking the color Beiges. I'm going to take that along the rest of the lower lash line and make sure to connect it to the top. I'm just going to take my time with this because I have very sensitive eyes. I'm going to press this color. I think swiping it is not giving me the opacity that I'm looking for. I had to go over that color a few different times just to get it to pop. I still feel like it's more so of like a wash of a color. It's not very opaque at all. This one definitely needs some type of hydration or some other type of adhesive or like just anything to amplify that color because it's a very sheer wash of burgundy. But now I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes and liner, and then I'll be right back and we can do our lips together because we know that she released some lips with this collection. Because these are nude products, I always have to have on a lip liner. That's just my personal preference. I'm going to go in with Cork by MAC. Now I'm going to go in with the lipstick. This one is in the color Classic K. Let's see how this applies. It's going on really smooth. That's like a weird scent to it. I like the color, but I don't want to be that peachy. So I'm going to go in with the lip gloss in the color Super Nude. The lip gloss doesn't necessarily match, but you can put a Super Nude gloss on top and it's fine. The gloss doesn't have a smell at all to me. I like the gloss. It's very sticky, but I like sticky gloss. So this is my finished look using the new products from the new KKW launch. Overall, I think that everything is decent. I'm not going to say these are must-have, I cannot live without products, but I do feel like the eyeshadow palette is decent. I like the color combination. The lipstick has a bit of a weird smell to me, but I like the consistency and I like the actual color. I like the formulation of the glosses, especially for layering. I like the eyeshadow palette, but I don't love the eyeshadow palette. I think that I created a pretty decent look. Let me know if you picked this stuff up down below, and if you are interested interested in anything else that's on my face, all of the details are listed in the description box. So before you leave, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also, please make sure to subscribe. It's so important to subscribe and interact with my channel. That way it can continue to show up in you guys' news feed. So I will talk to you guys in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.